VisitWoods is just the most fantastic opportunity to shout about all of the woods which are available for people to visit across the UK. Visiting woods offers all sorts of opportunities to all sorts of people from all ages and all backgrounds. And we've created the first online searchable database of all of these woods where people are welcome to visit. The East Durham area has all sorts of challenges that we know about. A lot of people don't have much disposable income, and woods actually are a fantastic way of a free day out. We also know that there are lots of barriers around access from a mobility point of view. So it's really about bringing all that information into the one place to give people confidence to know they can find a wood that's right for them and go and have a great day out.
One of our challenges in East Durham was to find new ways to work with young people. Teaching woodcraft skills and working with an artist opened up creative opportunities.
We're working with a group of young people from Springwell Dene School. They're going to be working with a lot of sharp tools, chisels, saws, knives, a lot of things that they haven't used before. So the children actually worked out what their own risks were.
They teach us how to use knives, the Laplander saw, this carving, like all the carving tools and chisels and sensible, like you've got to chisel away from you and stuff. Like with the wood, when you're chiselling, there's like grain in the wood and you've got to chisel with the grain or you'll crack the wood.
Using the woods as a classroom, it's ideal. Who wouldn't want to be out in the woods, you know, as a young lad?
The young people put these new skills together and learned how to shape and carve wood.
I would say in the first year, the guys from 10 o'clock all the way through till 2 never stopped, and you know we've got some excellent projects there. You know, L, fist, hand, a double-headed snake, absolutely brilliant. So that'll be like the morning activity. Then I'll get either 1 or 2 students to help me to prepare our dinner, which is always something like a lamb hot pot because of the weather. It's quite cold, you know. Remember, we're in the first week in December here, and the guys are still out there working.
Like when you think, oh, carving, it's going to be easy, but it's actually not. It's kind of hard.
And how are you finding it?
Difficult.
With other groups in East Durham, the challenges are different. For some men with young families, the issue is about getting to the woods in the first place.
Left all day if he hadn't begun to itch.
I think sometimes people do want to do things but they don't have transportation, and that was alright saying, oh, just get a bus down, but then we're talking finances. I do think if they joined an organisation such as this, we often arrange to car share between parents, and that makes transportation easier for the parents.
By looking for bugs, lots of
been taken hair from the where?
Trees.
The goblin tree, and we made goblin houses for them, didn't we? And bracelets as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah.
It's good because they learn while they're enjoying. They get a lot of practical skills with regards to building the social confidence.
Hello everyone, Cadric here, Chief of the Goblins. Thank you so much.
Interacting with the other children, the dads get a great deal out of it, interacting with the other dads, and it's more important than that. I think it's an excellent way for dads and their children to spend a bit of quality time together, especially when working all week, and quality time at weekends is really paramount, really, and we get a great deal out of it.
Older people too appreciate the benefits of visiting their local woods.
I'm from Merseyside.
It's a wonderful, wonderful experience. The sunshine, the open fields, the beautiful woods, the smells of the nature, and chatting to people, and feeling healthy after it.
And walking together in a group brings reassurance to anyone concerned with personal safety.
Women don't like walking on their own. They get very nervous. I wouldn't walk through woods on my own at all. But when you go with a group, with a trusting guide like Derek, you can't put a price on that.
Lots of people wouldn't come out on their own, but with a group where they can enjoy the woods the same as everybody else. And some guys as well. Plus the fact They might think they're going to get lost, but needn't worry about that because I'm getting lost all the time. But I managed to get home.
People across East Durham face high levels of unemployment and experience a range of serious health conditions.
If you live in Easington, then you're far more likely to die younger, you're far more likely to get cancer, you're far more likely to get cardiovascular disease, you're far more likely to have a stroke. We've got low levels of physical activity.
That way.
Okay. Yeah. And so today we've come along to Hawthorne Dene to have a look at walking.
It's very welcoming. It's like a nice little alley into the Dene. Just want to carry on and go a bit more in to see if it's all like that. Couldn't really walk around it. It's not a big place, but it was a struggle for me, being very large. I got a little bit more confident and did a little bit more down here every day, and I lost quite a bit of weight doing it. And it's quite nice, peaceful. An hour a day to yourself, just to walk around and see the scenery, smell the garlic and the flowers and the trees and the birds.
And what we're trying to do is we're trying to say, you know, we've got lots of assets and that's the things that we should be focusing on. You've got volunteers, you've got community champions, you've got people who live in the area, and everybody has some different skills that they can actually bring.
People with disabilities face a greater range of challenges in accessing local woodlands.
Today we're working with the Stroke Association because one of the groups we're really principally trying to reach is those with disabilities. And we know that stroke is one of the most common forms of complex disability in adults in the UK.
Since I had it, we haven't been very far, but time will tell.
Used to do flower arranging, go to church, all different classes, and I suppose that finished really. But she is starting to get out again.
It's more a confidence issue, I feel, with stroke survivors, and because of the experience I've had with stroke survivors, they've all said if I felt more confident I would access more things in the community, or if I had somebody to introduce me to various things that are happening in the community, I'd be more willing to go along on my own. And it's about getting them out there again, accessing things that don't cost a fortune.
Oh, it's a big too. You can spend all day in a house, not me.
It's up to us which woods we feel we can access with which stroke clubs that we're running and communication groups, etc. So it's just about working collaboratively and gauging what we would like from what they're offering and what we can offer to them.
Lorna and Sheila, well done for Lorna and Sheila. A round of applause.
The one thing people always say is, why did you go to a wood? Well, because it made me feel better. I felt good for doing it. And it might not be running a mile on a treadmill, but it's probably better for sort of mind, body and soul being out in the environment to do it in.
Sharing knowledge and experiences of visiting woods has been a fundamental feature of our work. Training days have given practical advice about the basics and opportunities to explore a range of activities to involve and enthuse other groups.
It makes you appreciate the kind of things that you enjoyed as a kid and what inspired you, so what you should maybe be teaching to other children and other young people. So taking them into an environment that's not completely controlled by air conditioning and lighting and locks on doors, but an environment that is a bit more wild, a bit more natural, but teaching them how to be safe in that environment.
Many people have been inspired to use their local woods, but one of our biggest achievements has been with groups who have not visited a wood before.
We're here in Wingate Woods today doing an activity day with a group of families with children who are blind or visually impaired.
Kieran's got 4 eye problems, his main problem being optic atrophy. He does struggle and we don't know how his future is going to span out as such. Fantastic kids, fantastic parents, everybody we've met, we've had a fab time.
We also get the kids to use their imagination and come up with their own games, just using natural resources.
I think they're being allowed to be children, they're being encouraged to be creative outdoors and use what's around them to make things, and that's really good because a lot of our children do things by touch. So the woods are a perfect venue to do something like this. We don't use our outdoor spaces enough. And I think, the fact that we can encourage families to do something like this, and hopefully they'll come back and start using the outdoor spaces again. They're not too far away. They're around, the countryside is around us, and I think it's just amazing that they're being encouraged this way and using the Woodland Trust facilities.
We want to inspire a whole new generation to really look afresh at woods, and we want to see that the results that we gather really show an increase in not only the amount of people that are visiting, how frequently they visit, and really build on this legacy where people come to value and enjoy what's right on their doorstep in a fantastic natural environment that offers so many opportunities for people.